This box right here holds a shit ton of memories. Ever since my first ever gig when I was 12, I've kept every single, and I mean it, every single gig ticket. I have signed stuff in here. I have set lists I've nicked. This is my fucking life in a box, I'm telling you. And it has so many stories. I'm gonna go through it. I've not looked at this in years. Just quickly before we get in, if you're new to the channel, my name's Joey Vanzetti. I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I do cool videos. If you wanna have a look around the channel and you like what you see, you might like some of my stuff, who knows? So please sub, support, and just say hello in the comments because it makes a difference. Anyway, let's have a look at some stuff. Wow, there's so much stuff in here. A set list from a band, I think that's A. I think that's the band A and it's signed. Another set list. Set lists are the best thing to grab. My Turn to Kill set list for they supported Fightstar. Holy fuck, it's Feeder's set list that I nicked. If you see a band and you want to rob their set list, call me up. I know how to grab a fucking set list. There's a trick to it, and it basically involves being an absolute fucking knob and just getting to the front and shouting at whoever's clearing the stage, shouting at the members, give me the set list, give me the set list, give me the set list, over and over and fucking again until you get the set list. And it's great. And the coolest thing is when you're walking out of the gig and everyone's looking at you and they're like, that guy's got the set list. I always was that guy, and I still am that guy. Give me a fucking set list any day of the week. This is Alkaline Trio. Alkaline Trio are the band that I've seen more than any other band. They're on the poster right here. I love the boys. This was from the Crimson tour. I can't believe I got the set list. It's quite a long set as well. If you're an Alkaline Trio fan, have a look now at some songs that you might enjoy that they would have played. This is another set list. Man, I've just got so many set lists. This was Fightstar in Wrexham Central Station, and they put the keys next to it. So if you want to know how to play Paint Your Target, tune your guitar to C sharp, you motherfucker. Otherwise you can't play it. That's me. I've got, a bit shameful. I've got loads of like my own memorabilia of gigs when I played stuff, and I'm just like, oh, if I was on a poster, I'll nick it. It could be cool to look back through it. I don't remember that gig. Here we go. Dave McPherson from In Me. I supported him. This would have been a long time ago, and there I am on the poster at the bottom. Wow. Holy shit. This is the first band that I was in. Saving Sirens back in the day. Went to see Darren Brown. He's a fucking guy, Darren Brown. I'm gonna talk more about Darren Brown in another video, by the way. He's written a really interesting book. Go like Darren Brown. He's a very smart human being. Holy shit. Let me tell you a little story. So, if you can see that little face right there, that's your boy. That's your boy in the newspaper. Why am I in the newspaper, you ask? Well, the summer of 2017, I went all the fucking way to Glasgow in Scotland to watch Green Day. Turned up on the day, I got to the front of the queue because I wanted to be at the front for the whole gig, and all of a sudden, the sound of hundreds of phones getting a text message at the same time, and my heart fucking sank. It was Ticketmaster saying, unfortunately, today's gig has been cancelled. Cue thousands of fucking angry Green Day fans, cue the newspapers turning up to do stories on everything, cue me being on fucking television on the news as well.
And a huge open-air concert in Glasgow is cancelled tonight. Green Day promoters blame the weather, but the council says conditions were fine.
That's me.
It was just fucking mad, and like, I had a night to kill in Glasgow. I ended up doing a cover set in a bar of Green Day songs for people who hadn't gone to the gig. It was us drowning our sorrows and being sad and stuff, but that was one of the weirdest fucking days of my life. Thankfully, I've seen it a bunch of fucking times before, but still, the fuck. Still can't believe that happened, but I got in the newspaper and I got on telly, so no, still not worth it. Still pissed off, still annoyed, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's move on to something a little less tragic. This is me with some people from Game of Thrones. I just wanted a picture with somebody famous, and I did it. That was at Comic-Con, I think. Talking to Comic-Con, shit.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
This is Comic-Con in Wrexham at Glyndŵr, which is, I went to Comic-Con in Manchester and it sucked balls.
Oh, no sick burn, bro.
Like, this one was shit ton better, and they had really cool people there. So well done, Wrexham. This is the program for my first ever gig ever in the whole wide world, and luckily enough, it was fucking Green Day on the American Idiot tour. What a good first gig! That is literally like a fucking brilliant first gig. God, I missed that whole vibe, man. You know this picture. You know this picture. It's just going around. And then since when I watched them live, like I started like being into music and playing guitar a bit before then anyway, but like seeing them, I was just like, yep, this is it. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. And just like since then, it's just like everything. So yeah, thank you Green Day, even though you cancelled at Glasgow. I forgive you. More programs. I don't usually get programs, but for Green Day ones, I thought it would. This is from the 21st Century Breakdown tour. Holy fuck! Yes, this is another Green Day story. On the 21st Century Breakdown tour, I saw Green Day back to back. 2 dates in a row in Manchester. I saw them on October 30th and I saw them on October 31st. Now, October 31st is Halloween, as you know, and they did something a little bit special on Halloween. So, you know when people go to a gig and they usually like just skip the support band because they're just like,
nah, I'm too cool for that shit, I'm just here for the main band.
Whatever. Well, whoever did that on October the 31st on the 21st Century Breakdown tour must have felt like a complete fucking chump.
Who you calling a chump?
Because Green Day were their own support band. Everyone lost their fucking shit. The fuck? Like, we were just there, just like, yeah, the support band's about to come on. Then all of a sudden, Green Day fucking come on, and it's just like, what? We got like 2 Green Day shows that night. So that was sick. That was genuinely awesome. I'm going to grab a handful. I had so many fucking tickets, man. I feel really lucky actually that I've been able to go to so many gigs. It's definitely kind of shaped me as a human being. Oh no! Fucking flashbacks. These are the tickets to the cancelled Glasgow gig. Oh fuck it, man. It's a really cool ticket as well. I don't need to see that again. High School Musical, but with a twist. It was on ice. I saw High School Musical on ice in 2008. I must have had a weird year. Fight Star ticket, signed by the boys in Fight Star, Charlie Simpson from Busted. This wasn't at the gig. We actually found them in McDonald's afterwards whilst we were gonna get some chicken nugs, and they was in there. So what do you do in a situation like that? You get shit signed. Motion City soundtrack in Wolverhampton. Ticket for Feeder. Good Charlotte. Oh shit, man. Wow. Fuck, these are the actual tickets to my first ever Green Day gig. And they are an insane quality. This is 2004. This is mad. They're like just really good like quality. Like as in all the other tickets were really like fucked up because they've been in pockets and stuff. I must have like known back then just like this is special. Not soon after, I was seeing Alkaline Tree already, so I jumped straight into going to gigs. Give It a Name. Anyone remember Give It a Name tour? The Eisteddfod. Press. I was press. I don't know what for, but I must have faked my way in. Mate, if you get a badge that says you can do stuff, then you're just rolling in it. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
We've got a badass over here.
This is fucking okay. Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy are good, right? I hear you say. In 2006, when, you know, Sugar We're Going Down came out From Under the Cork Tree, they were like fucking shit hot at their peak. Obviously, me being me, I go to buy tickets, I go to watch Fall Out Boy, turn up, everything's cool, Fall Out Boy come on. Hang on a second, Fall Out Boy fucking suck. What? They were just the worst band I've ever seen live, and it pains me to say it because I really like them. I love them, they're one of my favorite bands. And I was just really disappointed. Maybe Patrick was ill or something. He couldn't sing and they just sounded like trash, or the sound was bad. They might be having an off day. I do not know. This is Heart Grenade and Green Day confetti that blew from a cannon on their first ever gig that I went to. And it's just a weird, cool little thing that you wouldn't think to grab, but they had their own like thingy confetti. So yeah, I really loved that I grabbed that. Manchester Orchestra, fucking loved going to see that. Another Give It a Name ticket signed by more bands. This is interesting. Dillinger Escape Plan came into our uni and I met the guys from the band. So I was like, hey, can I get something signed? And he was like, sure, what's your name? So I said, my name's Joey. And he was like, okay, cool. So he writes this out. I don't know if you can see it, but I think he meant to put Joey Kicks Ass and signs it, but he put Joey Kiss Ass? Joey Kiss Ass. Maybe all along he did mean to put that, because I was kissing his ass. This has puzzled me for many years, but we'll move on. This is a limited edition radio, like promo single for Mercy Me by Alkaline Trio. I think it's pretty rare. Yeah, it's not meant for sale. Back in the day, before like digital shit, they would send all these out to radio stations so they could play the single before it actually comes out for release. And I managed to get hold of one of them, so yeah, it looks pretty cool. Whole bunch of shit mashed together. Yes, you are seeing this right. This signifies one of the most painful days of my existence. I auditioned for Britain's Got Talent like a fucking idiot. I hated it. I hated every single second of it. It was like a massive fucking reality check for, not because I like sucked or anything, but just like how those shows work. And I was just shoved in a massive room with loads of fucking mental people. And it was just really weird, and I just hated it. And it just made me realize that that kind of shit isn't for me. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it was a good experience to have, but also maybe not. Water parks. I love water parks. I think they're massively underrated. The Used, loved The Used. Been lucky to see some very cool bands. I'm very happy with that. This is the very last ticket in the whole box, and it's Alkaline Trio. Hey, it's Alkaline Trio in Birmingham in 2005. Well, that's it. The box is empty. All my memories are all over the floor. So yeah, if you go to gigs or any like regular event, you should totally keep your ticket stubs or whatever it is from there and have a look back through them. I'd love to hear any stories you guys have from any gigs that you've been to. I love hearing about people's first ever gigs because sometimes they're like either really awesome or like super embarrassing, where they went along with their like sister or something to watch a band or a singer they didn't really want to watch. So that was really fun for me to look through all that stuff. Who knows, maybe if you're watching, you might have been at one of the gigs that I was at. Do you ever think that you see someone in future life and you're like, holy shit, we were in the same room like 5 or 6 years ago or whatever? If you were, let me know, that would be cool. If you like any of the bands that I talked about, like I said, you might like my actual stuff as well. Like I said, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I've got music on my channel, check it out if you like what you see and hear. Please sub or say hello because it makes a difference. Anyway, I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and I'm gonna go, so peace!
And does a dream make a sound? It comes crashing with no one around. So how does your coffee taste? Well, nothing really matters if we don't post about it, alright.